welcome to this GameSense podcast on the Wii game GoldenEye. It's a adaptation of the N64 controller. I'm here with Curtis.
Hail.
And yeah, we're going to discuss it for the next couple of minutes.
Yeah. So, GoldenEye, the iconic Nintendo 64 game remade for the Wii version by different makers who are not Rare, which is a disappointment number one. And it's the first of many disappointments that we found.
Yeah, we started off playing online. We haven't really played it before. We tried to play multiplayer online, doesn't work. You can only play single player.
Yeah. Well, obviously multiplayer with other people, but
yeah,
not with your mates.
Then we went into the seal level. It was pitch black on half of it, so you couldn't see. The other players were doing quite well, so I'm guessing you can. You've mastered it.
You can get better. We kept getting killed by this guy with the shotgun. It seems the shotgun is the way to go.
Yeah.
You know, it's unrealistic aim and accuracy at every portion.
Well, we started off with a pistol, didn't we?
Yeah.
Then we found a gun on the floor, but that was the only gun we found to pick up. To be honest, it was you couldn't pick it up from anywhere else.
Yeah.
We tried picking up other guns, but it just seemed to stay for a while.
Yeah.
It's not based on the actual game, though, is it? To be honest.
It's not. It's just a little multiplayer online, and it seems to work quite well if you can get working and you're all right with it. But then, we decided, well, we're sucking online a bit. Let's play it on local with bots. But then we found out we couldn't get bots, so we just shot each other with shotguns.
Well, we looked online first to see if you could find bots, and there was plans to have it. They'd made them, then just decided against it at the last minute.
It seems a bit rushed, to be honest. You know, if you can't play with bots, Nightfire allowed bots, for Christ's sake, and that was on the GameCube. If you can play, and you can play that, you can play it with your mates, but you're not going to have 7 people around to play with your mates. It's not realistic all the time. So you're going to be playing a lot with your mate and on just split screen, and it's ridiculous.
I've played story mode as well, which was arguably quite good. It was. I don't remember the old story mode. Don't think I've played it, but the first level was quite good. You shot a lot of people, which I liked. If you hear that in the background, it's Facebook. Sorry, just don't ignore it. But yeah.
Damn you.
we played multiplayer. I played as Objob. You played as Jaws.
I don't know. I played some guy. It was some boss.
Yeah, we played as him and tried it. It was quite good.
Yeah.
Kept throwing my hat. Never got him.
Grenades work well.
Yeah, grenades worked, and you could shoot each other, which was quite fun.
Yeah. It's well, you would expect that in a 007 game. It would be kind of pointless. The thing is, it's not as iconic as the first Nintendo 64 game. You know, when you went around your mates with a controller and you played with them, it's not going to have the same effect. The remake was kind of disappointing. They say it's not a remake, but let's be honest, it is.
They've tried to bring it up to the 21st century, but I think they should have released it on something other than the Wii.
Yeah, well, Nintendo has its hold around it, to be honest, and also it's not the Wii's really not designed for the first-person shooters. If you use the controller, it's just a pain in the arse. You're going to end up just plugging in a GameCube controller or a classic controller.
Well, we tried. I've tried with the controller before, and it's really hard. You need either the zapper, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Even
though that would be quite hard, and a controller. And I bought controllers quite cheaply from GameStation, about £3 each, and they worked.
Controllers, yeah.
Yeah, they worked quite well, but at the end of the day, it was the whole game was a whole disappointing.
Yeah, it's a Wii game. You're supposed to play it with friends, and if it doesn't work with Wii controllers, it's kind of losing its point of it. If you say, well, it works well with a GameCube controller, you just think, well, I'll just play Nightfire. There's bots on it, I'll go home and have fun. You know, unlike buying something new that costs £30.
You can go to second-hand shops and
buy a Nintendo 64, get the original GoldenEye, which is excessively well done.
And I think everyone
would agree.
Yeah. There's people online who are playing quite well, but I just don't see how it's made money, to be honest.
GameSense top tip: if you want to play an online first-person shooter, get Call of Duty. Although it pains me to say it, but we'll go that to another day.
If you've got, I think it's a good game. At the end of the day, it's a good game, but it's only good if you're going online. Or if you're playing first player, multiplayer's kind of ruined itself since they removed
the bots.
Yeah.
With overplanning. So here's a thing: don't have fun if you play it, but don't expect much for the local multiplayer.
It's not what it was.
Yeah, it's not as iconic as the first GoldenEye, which will disappoint the GoldenEye fans mainly.
There was a lot of when it first came out, a lot of people were saying it's not really that good.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Next week we should hopefully have another podcast up. So yeah,
New
thanks for
game.
tuning up. Yeah, see you later.
You foolish YouTubers, what are you doing here? Come to GameSense.co.uk, you silly game whores.
Yay!